Hello everyone, thanks for joining. We're just gonna be doing some doodling to de-stress a little bit because life is very much filled with stressful things. So this is me attempting to draw a heart. That looks more like an apple actually. That's okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, you know what's a good idea? Let's put a band-aid on it. See if it comes across like a band-aid. Maybe not. Hello everyone. If you want me to add your name to the bottom of the drawing, just drop your name in the chat and I will add your name to my little doodle. That's good drawing. Thank you. I'm just trying to de-stress a little bit. Life can be stressful. Can you doodle me a frog and drop my name there, homie? Yes, homie, I got you. Let's do that. Let me do this bike first. I'm not sure that's how a bike looks, but I think this is alright. Alright, let's do a frog, homie. You're welcome, homie. Do you like frogs? What does a frog look like, actually? I don't know. Like this? Oh, there you go. And we'll give it hands because I don't know how else to do that. Here you go. That looks like children's writing. Well, let's do Brandon. Brandon, do you want your name on one of these or should I draw something else? Hey, thanks Ryan, I'm glad you liked it. Let's do a happy sun. That is the most childlike sun I've ever seen. Hello. I can do anything. Okay, let's do Brendan. Let's do something with a bee on it, like a balloon. Let's do balloons. Balloons for Brandon. I'll try to do better handwriting because that was not okay. Thank you guys for joining and for the likes. This is my first live ever actually. So we are out here trying new things. Just trying to de-stress. Thank you for the likes. Can you do the infinite dark expansion of the cosmos in humans' attachment to the void? If that's too much, a silly pig works too. I think I can do the cosmos in the infinite void actually. That might be easier than a silly pig. I'm going to finish these donuts first really quickly. And then I'll remind everybody of the infinite void of the universe. I'm getting some requests in Arabic, and unfortunately I do not speak Arabic. So I'm afraid that if I do something in Arabic, I will not know what I'm saying. A silly pig. Let's put a planet on here. Couple planets. Oops, it looks off. This is the void, by the way. I don't know if this was clear, but it's a void. And then the human's attachment to the void. I think I'll draw like humans being sucked into the void against their will. Thank you, Ryan. I feel like all these drawings started off really cutesy and innocent, and it just got very dark and philosophical, very like super quick. These are the humans being sucked into the void. How's that? Now draw a bad memory. What are these challenges? If you guys want your name on the doodles, let me know. Just drop it in the chat so I know your name, and then I'll add it to it. What's my favorite movie? That's a great question. It is, I think, Lucy. Speaking of the void, it is Lucy because it has a lot to do with themes of using your brain. This is an ugly pineapple. I don't like this pineapple. Let's do something I know how to draw because this is not working out. A little cactus. What are you guys doing while you're watching the stream? Just scrolling, or are you doing something else? So this is a nice return to normality. Yes, we are returning to happy little drawings. Happy silly drawings. Because just blowing the steam off, it's kind of stressing recording videos. I don't know if it's just me, but I was trying to record a long format video, and it's stressful actually. Like when things don't go the way you want them to go, it can get stressful very quickly. Let's do some more balloons. Heart-shaped balloons. Let's do moon-shaped balloon. That's ugly. Looks like a banana, almost. I cannot be getting stressed about these drawings because the whole point is to not be stressed about these drawings. Hit up a palm tree with the squiggly mouth. Alright, let's do that. You know what? I'm not sure if I'll get the palm tree right because there's no palm trees where I live, so that might look a little off if I do it, but I am trying. Let's see what comes out. See, I can draw the universe, but a palm tree might be a little too hard. The bandage on the heart is a nice touch. Thank you. I appreciate your comments and saying that. How's that for a palm tree? Does it look like one? Does it need coconuts? Let's do some coconuts. Oh, you know what? The trunk might be a little too small for this squiggly mouth. I don't know if if the phone quality will pick it up. I'm killing it, homie. Thank you. Thanks, homie. Appreciate it. Should I get the camera closer? Is this good? That was supposed to be a banana, but that's not gonna happen now, so let's do a chili instead. A little chili pepper. It's good. Thank you. Let's give it a squiggly mouth, because some days be like that. Let's give it a bow though, because I'm feeling quirky. A chili pepper with the bow. Let's give the little chili pepper some Some little mini peppers. Some pepper children. Yeah, she's bonita. She's feeling bonita. Hope she's feeling bonita. Because she is bonita. A single mom chili trying to make it in this cruel world. Yep. That's a good one. Now we'll give her a husband, because that sounds hard in this economy, you know? I want her to be happy and bonita. This one is a teenager, you know, he's not happy about life. Not really. And here comes big chili pepper man. Let's give him a nice hairstyle. I was thinking about giving it a mustache actually, so that's a great suggestion. Let's give him a funny haircut. Let's see how that turns out. This has to be a mean mustache though, like a good one, you know? Long and shaped very classically. You know what? I will give them some money too, because it's a hard world. Gave him a powerful mustache. Let me draw something else. Let's do a kite. I have not flown a kite in so long. Actually, I don't even know if I remember what kites look like. Yeah, that's right. I was doing it right. I should consider doing a long form version of this, entitle it ASMR, etc. I might do it. The thing about recording videos is that it's so stressful for me, just like getting the lighting right. So many things play into it. Making sure the background's good. For me, doing a live has more, it's easier, doesn't have as many things I have to pay attention to, if that makes sense. I can just sit here, do a vertical format. I might do lives like these a few times because a few times a week, because honestly it's fun for me, it's relaxing, it's easy. When you give the little doodles backstory like that and ramble about it, that's what gives it life. That's true. We are creating life over here. Let's do a pile of books. Yeah, I'm barely starting with my channel now. I found it's hard sometimes to know what I want to upload because whatever you upload stays in the internet forever. So I might overthink that a little bit. Might be just my own limitations though. Might be limiting myself a little. Not sure. Yeah, but you're not eating starch or rambling about demons and beefing with other people, so I think you'll be chill, homie. The bar's pretty low for you two these days. You'll get it. Thank you. I appreciate the words of encouragement. I think that eating starch felt like that's personal. I'm not sure where that came from, what that means. I've seen one person eating starch with soap though. I don't know if we're talking about the same person. Doing that on live. It's pretty, I have to say, it was a sight to see. Not judging, just saying. Pretty unique. Oh, she's one of them. There's a whole community. Oh my gosh, that is funny. I wonder why people watch that. Must be, what do you call that? I don't know. I don't know why people watch that. Yep. I don't know if I can read that out loud, but I think so. Brain rot though. Yeah, brain rot. It's one, gotta be. It's gotta be. It's gotta be brain rot. It's got us all. It's got all of us. We can't escape it these days. Can you hear the pen? Can you hear when an elephant with sunglasses? I don't know if I can do that one. That's pretty hard. Can you hear it faintly? Thank you for answering my question. That's very helpful. I don't know if I can do an elephant. More so my sleep. Whoops. That was not intended, but here we are. Brazil. Brazil. Tudo bem? Just a little starfish. It's relaxing too. Thank you. Very appreciated. Let's give Brazil the sun. I think that person just came in the live, said Brazil, and left. Paris, Brazil. Let's see. W Brazil. W plus Brazil. Let's do an octopus. You know what? These might be getting covered by the comments now, so let me rip it off. See how this works. Let's put them there. And let's do an octopus. I want to try to do the elephant, but it can look really wrong if I don't get it right. It can just look very weird if I don't get it right. That's the thing about doodling elephants. This is an angry octopus. Do whatever you want. I'm just throwing stuff out there. Okay, thank you. No worries. But the point of this is to do it together, you know? Do it with my audience, even if it's just one person, my audience of one. Alright, let's do a happy octopus. I don't like the angry one being the only one. Must get pretty lonely being the only octopus. I feel like I'm getting a private show. Hope you get more viewers. Thank you. It's my first live, so thank you. I hope so too. Should be a-okay. What time is it where you are? It's 9:16. It's early. 9:16 p.m. Yeah, it's getting late where you are. Here, I still have. The sun still hasn't set. Let's do a skateboard. You are in Indiana. Nice. I think you're the first person I've met from Indiana. If this counts as meeting someone. Representing Indiana. Very nice. I'm gonna make it a happy skateboard because that's nice. Let's do stick with the theme of the ocean and let's do some seashells. I think they look like this. something like this. That looks off. That's okay. It's something like that. Maybe if I add a little fishy, it will look more like what it's supposed to be. Oh, that does not look like a fish. It looks like a mix of a fish and a human. It's pretty scary stuff. Yep, bro got caught mid-evolution. That is so funny. At least he's happy. If you guys want your name on one of these, just drop your name in the chat and I'll put it on there. Let's do a panda. Let's try doing a panda. See how we make sure we get this one right. Oh, pandas have very little eyes. And then they have big nose. This one looks like a koala a little bit. I feel like I should have not said that this is a panda because this looks like a koala. If you guys have any requests, just drop it in the chat, or if you want your name on one of these, just drop it in the chat and I got you. Let's see. Let's make it hold its belly all cute. Oh, well, this is a koala now. I have changed my mind and I chose to do a koala. Now let's see if you guys can guess what this one is before I finish it. I feel it's gonna be pretty obvious. I will do it backwards. Yes, it is flowers. What flowers specifically? That is the question. Not just any kind of flowers. Sunflowers, that is right. It's characterized by the leaves. They have so many leaves. And they're big leaves too. They're not just little leaves. Oh, this is nice. Life can be so stressful. Life throws curveballs at you sometimes, and it's difficult. It can be very difficult. So it's nice to doodle and just do things that are easy. Well, this is easy for me, you know. They're also not masterpieces, so it's no overcomplication over here. It's very simple, and I can bring my mind down to very almost meaningless drawings Do I work or am I a student? So I do both. I work and I study, and then I make YouTube videos when I can, but lately I've not been studying much, so I decided I kind of want to focus on my videos because it's my passion. I like art, everything art. So it's nice to just focus on what I like. I was studying, well, technically I still am studying data science, and it's nice, but it can be so frustrating to learn code, and you know, you have to have a good teacher, because good professor or teacher, and if you don't, it can be very stressful when you face a roadblock, which happens a lot in that career. Does this look like what it is? A UFO? Yes, it's a UFO. I'm glad it looks like a UFO. And this is a happy cow that is about to not be a cow anymore. What's it gonna be? We don't know what this cow is going to be after this trip, but we'll ask it when it comes back how that went, if it comes back. Let's do something a little different. A little easier, in my opinion. What's funny is that this is what I do when I'm trying to relax at home. I just doodle silly things. But before today, I never show them to anybody because I think what people think about doodling is that it is for kids, or, you know, past a certain age, you're expected to draw, you know, things that don't look like they're made by children. But it is very relaxing, so it's very nice to be drawing them. It's just so easy and easy. Let's do a moment. I've never met someone that hates on doodling as long as it's not on important documents. Really, that's good to know. Maybe it's all in my head. But I can see that perception being there. Thank you, thank you. Maybe it's because I do art, of course, of many kinds, so people are used to seeing that from me. They're used to seeing, you know, big art pieces or something I can sell, not just little doodles. So it's nice to know that people can enjoy the doodles. It's very nice to know. I will keep it in mind. Let's see, let's give these a face. Is that good enough? We'll leave it like that. We'll do one. Let's do... Oh, I want to try to do a dinosaur. Let's see how that turns out. Let's start with the face because I need something happy to light up the page. Whoops, I feel like I already messed up. That's not the mouth of a dinosaur, is it? I think it's going to be a bizarre looking dinosaur. Let's see how that turns out. Hope it doesn't give anybody nightmares. Let's give it big feet. All of the very best cartoonists and comic strip artists are generally fantastic at realism and traditional art styles, mastering that first and allowing themselves to find a more creative style for their doodles, caricatures, and comics. I did not know that actually. It's very nice to know. I think there's so many artists in the world that we don't know are artists, like musicians. There's usually an overlap there. That is the weirdest dinosaur I have seen in my entire life. I have to admit. I think I'm gonna dream about this one. Not in a good way. Alright, let's do something easier. I need to dial it back a little. Cute little butterfly. Let's do a cute little butterfly. There's an airplane passing by. They are so loud over here. That's alright. Wait, you looked at my channel? Thank you. Yeah, I've done one ASMR video. It was an interesting experience making that. And thank you. I'll think about doing that. The thing is, maybe people get used to seeing the same thing from a person, so maybe if I continue with ASMR, that's what they will continue expecting, and I'm kind of still deciding what I'm doing with my channel, but I should not limit myself. I should not limit myself at all. I tend to do that sometimes. I guess we all do. Maybe not all of us. Not Jeff Bezos, that's for sure. Happy little trees. Let's do a crown. Let's see how this is gonna work. It's a little off. That's very off. It's okay. We can't make mistakes. And it will be okay. That is okay. I wonder what happened to the cow. Is it going to come back? I don't know. We'll have to find out. The cosmic cow. Yep, the cow might be exploring the void. I think it is. I'll come back and draw it on the void because it's right here on the edge. Let's see if it shows on camera. We'll give it a backstory. There it goes. Being pulled into the void. With the humans. Into the void it goes. I like how that one person just came and said Brazil, then left. Let's do some clouds, some happy clouds. Brazil. If anybody's watching from a different country, I would love to know. That's incredible to imagine. To know, I mean. Well, and to imagine. I imagine there's people scrolling from all over the world, and it's beautiful to know we're all united by the internet. The wonderful internet. I can put people's names on here if anybody wants their name on this doodles. Let's do another little cow. The cows are the main character now. Tiny little cows. Happy little cows. That's a tiny cow. I'll keep it big for the video so you guys can watch and see the drawings the way you're supposed to. Let's do one last row on this one and we'll go to the next page. Let's do another mushroom. I like mushrooms. A little one, no, a big mushroom. The little mushroom. Cute little mushrooms. Happy mushrooms. Mushrooms are always happy. That's one thing about mushrooms. They are doing what they need to be doing in this life. So they are happy. Happy mushrooms. If anybody's watching from another country, let me know, because it's wonderful. It's very nice. Let's do... Can you guys give me a couple ideas? Because I am running out a little bit of ideas. A truck sounds nice. Thank you. I will do a truck next. Should it be a happy truck or an angry truck? I feel like trucks in general are angry trucks. I don't know if that's just my perception. It's a little well. Let's do a truck. How do we do a truck? Oh, I like this. This is a nice truck. I can already tell it's gonna be nice. Where are the tires supposed to be? Let's see. Okay. Let's get the angles correctly. Perspective here. Then the other wheel. And its headlights. So the passenger can't see at night, because if it has no headlights, I'm afraid the passenger will get in trouble with the law. We don't want that. We do not want the law to get involved. W truck, homie. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's chill truck. It's a pretty chill truck. Let's do another one. Let's put this one back. Let's do some jellyfish. And jellyfish, I think jellyfish are mean. So this is gonna be a mean jellyfish. Oh yeah, that looks pretty mean, huh? It's a mean jellyfish. I don't know. I've never heard anybody say jellyfish are, nice people. I've never heard anybody give me a good jellyfish story. Water mushrooms. I think jellyfish are indeed water mushrooms. I will give it a happy child. Why not? I think children are happier, and I like to think that translates across species. Let's draw something else very different. A big apple with a band-aid. Why not? The apple has been hurt, okay? And needs recovery. We all need recovery when we get hurt, so it gets to have recovery too. So nobody eat the apple, please. I'm going to ask everybody to be respectful to the apple, okay? It needs time to heal. It needs time to rest. So we need to keep everyone away from the apple at the moment. That's a cute rainbow. It's a happy rainbow. And you know what? In life, sometimes, from time to time, you can find a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So if you guys can find the rainbow and get to the end of it, you just might find a pot of gold. Let's draw a bird. Thank you, Ryan. Let's draw a bird. A birdie bird. This is going to be, we'll decide if it's a happy bird or not a happy bird, but let's draw it first because I think the way it comes out will determine if it's happy or not. I think that makes sense, right? Let's see. Birdie birds are a little bit like this. And this bird is going to be happy because it's going to find, can you guess what it's going to find? A little worm. A happy worm. It's happy now. We'll find out later. I think we can also do, now that we're thinking about flying things, we can draw a, can you guess what this is before I finish it? I don't know if it will be correct. The way I'm drawing it, we'll see. You guys be the judge. Yes, a paper plane. Very nice. You have great imagination. If you didn't, I don't think you would guess what this is. And let's do a little pen next to it. Why not? A pen doing what pens do. Whoops. That works. And then let's draw a drum roll. Let's do a pizza slice. It's going to be one of those with the crust filled with cheese. It has a name, but I can't think of it right now, but that's the cheese and the slice of pizza. And should we put pineapple on it or no pineapple? That's the real question. Yeah, stuffed crust pizza. Thank you. It does slap. It's really good. Let's put some veggies on the pizza because we want to make good decisions today and be a little healthier. as if it were healthy. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on this, but I have no right to talk about whether or not this is healthy because I love pizza. I'm in the pro pineapple camp. Nice. You know what? We'll give you some pineapple slices here. Why not? So you can add them if that's what you choose to do. If you want to have some pineapple with your pizza. Alright, just don't tell the Italians that I've given you pineapple chunks. Do not tell the Italians, okay? Okay, beautiful. Let's give you some salt because I'm not sure how that pizza tastes. So, you might need a little salt. What do you know? Nice. Let's do a cupcake for those of us that have sweet tooth. A little cupcake, and we will give the cupcake some icing. Wait, I'm thinking how to do this. But I think this will be a good route, and the icing will be on the edges of the cupcake. Let's see how this works. Okay, I'm not sure if that comes across the way it should be. Maybe we'll give it some sprinkles that will make it look more like a cupcake. Happy cupcake. I think cupcakes in general have a happy energy, so why not give it a happy face? Happy, happy cupcake. And let's draw with the cupcake a glass of milk. We can make it almond milk or regular milk. You guys can choose what it is. A nice glass of milk and a spoon, why not? If you're feeling fancy and you want to eat your cupcake with a spoon, here's a spoon from you. The milk from this space cow, that's correct. So we'll give it some stars. That milk has stars in it because it's from the cow that went to space in the previous page we did. That's cosmic milk right there. Let's do next something I really like to eat. Let's see if it comes across the right way. Yes. Delicious. I'd love to have a good smoothie of cherries. Happy cherries. I think in general, cherries have a happy energy. This cherry is sitting on a plate because that's where it lives. It lives on a plate and it will not be eaten today. It will just keep us company while we draw. And I think next is snow cone. Let's see. It's going to be a little sad because it's hot. It is very hot outside, and it's melting away. Oh. And we'll draw another one, but we can give this one a little more mercy. This one is happy because it has not started melting yet. So this one is going to be happy. And it's going to have sprinkles on it. I love chocolate sprinkles. I have to say, they're my favorite. And maybe we can give the ice cream a companion. And the companion for ice cream is going to be a wafer cookie. Because if you have not had wafer cookies with ice cream, you are missing out, let me tell you. They are good. A wafer cookie. Wafer cookie. Let's draw a kitty cat. Does anybody here have a cat? I don't have a cat personally. I don't think I could be doing a live if I had a cat, because you guys know how cats are and they do as they please. This looks more like a pug, I think, than a cat. Let's see. Let's see how we fix it. I think the kitty cat needs a nose that is closer to the mouth. Let's see if this works. If not, this will be another thing. It will not be a cat. Maybe it doesn't need to be a cat. We can make it something else. He looks like a womp cat now, but I like it. Thank you. This is going to be a womp cat now. It is a womp cat. It was meant to be a womp cat. Let's draw a star. I don't think I've drawn many stars tonight. Maybe. This star just is passing by from space, and it's given us good news. It said that everything in space looks right. It said that everything is in space is working the way it should be working, and there's nothing to worry about. And that it saw the space cow we drew earlier, and that space cow is doing good. And that's great to know. Let's draw a big flower. This flower is very happy because I will show you why. This is a happy flower. Very happy. Look, the petals are happy. This flower is happy because it's getting pollinated by a beautiful little bee. It's a nice bee. There's nothing to worry about. It's a good bee, okay? It's a harmless bee. And in fact, this bee came with its boss bee. This bee is the boss, and it manages this bee, so there's nothing to worry about. These are worker bees, obviously. So these bees are going to work very hard to make sure that the flower is happy. Okay, let's do another page. Or maybe we can draw a little snail just passing by, witnessing the action. The action of the bees working hard. And it's come with its little snail. Little snail and big snail. Let's do another page. Okay, let's start with, let's do something different. Let's see. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to give me ideas. How about we do this one with different things, because we were doing things that were food related, so we can try to stay away from food for a little bit. We'll see how this turns out. This is going to be baseball for those that like baseball. I used to love playing baseball in high school. It was so fun. You get to run and get people cheering you on. It's very nice. Then let's do let's draw a bottle of Diet Cola. That is my favorite. Love Diet Cola. To be honest, it is so addictive, I cannot even lie. And we'll draw the letters here. And let's give it some information. It always gives you information if you have bothered to read what it says. Let's draw another bottle, but this bottle is going to be very different. This one is going to be a bottle of, drum roll, this is a bottle of nail polish. I don't know if it looks like it, but it's a bottle of nail polish. Then it has a little stick inside. I think what we can do is draw little hands, little fingers, and way you know what it is. Then we can doodle. I need ideas for what to doodle, but in the meantime, I will do a candle. I think a rat. Thank you. Let's do a rat. Next. This is a nice candle with the baby candle. I like the baby pairings. That way the doodle does not get sad by itself. It's a little tray with candles. Now let's do a rat. This rat that we're going to draw came from New York City, and it said that it's exhausted, that there's so much work for this rat to do there. It said it needed something fresh and something new. So this rat moved from New York City, and it's looking for a place to live because it cannot afford to live in New York anymore. It said there was too much to do in New York and the pay was not enough. So it got fed up and it left New York and said, I'm done. There's too much in New York. So this rat is very stressed out. Homie had to get out of the rat race. That is spot on. You are funny. Yeah, so this rat left New York, and actually you can see New York in the back because you know it's far away. The city is in the back. It's dawn. He kind of looks like a kangaroo. Yeah, he might be mixed. You never know. So this rat escaped the rat race. It said, this is too much for me. I am done. And it left. It's looking for a new state to live in. New state to live in. We'll see where the rat ends up. Let's hope the rat makes it safe to its new home. You know who else decided to leave New York? The snail, the big snail, the parent of all the other snails we have seen today. It said, I'm leaving New York because I am tired of getting stepped on and I need more grass in my life. That's what it said. So this snail left a long trail and it left New York. It said it used to live in Central Park, as you can see, but it said, I need more space. I am tired of New York. So the snail and the rat, they will be looking for a new home. And we will see where they end up. Let's wish them safe travels. And that in the back is Central Park with the little bench, if you guys can see that. Yeah, so let's draw something else. Let's draw a plate of food, except that the food also does not want to be eaten, so it's going to run away. This is the pizza from earlier. The pizza said, I do not want anybody to eat me, so I will run away. Before anything happens to me, it has chosen a better life for itself, and it will not be coming back. It said goodbye. It took its pineapple in its suitcase and it said, not today. I will not be eaten today. So it's going to leave the plate behind. What else? Let's draw. Let's draw something else. Let's do a burger. Happy. Well, you know what? I don't know if a burger can be happy because most burgers that I've seen are not whole. So this burger is going through a hard time. Because someone took a big bite out of this poor burger. That's how life makes us feel sometimes. It's funny. It's okay though. We can recover. Maybe we can give the burger a little band-aid to recover because we know it's going through a hard time. Poor burger. Life hits us sometimes. It's okay. We can recover. Another thing is the taco here is going to keep company to the burger. And actually, this taco just so happens to be a doctor. So, Dr. Taco here, we're going to give Dr. Taco a shirt that qualifies him, obviously, to give medical services to the burger. It will recover. So nobody be sad for the burger. Burger will be okay. Now, Dr. Taco needs his tools, so we will draw the tools of Dr. Taco. And we'll give Dr. Taco a little tray. Let's give Dr. Taco a tray to make everything possible. It needs his tools, maybe some scissors, and some more tools, and band-aids. Many band-aids. So don't worry. Burger will be okay. Now, something else we can do is give support to our rat and pizza. Oh, and our snail that are running away. So we will put for them here a pot of gold. Homie, I'm gonna go, but I subscribed and hope to see you again in the future. It was a pleasure. Equally, it was a pleasure. Thank you for joining, Ryan, and for the good ideas. I hope you have a good night. Thanks for subscribing. That's the best way to make sure you don't miss anything. Have a good night. So, what we will do now is put a pot of gold here to have the snail and the rat find on their way to their new home, because they will need it to start a new life. Something else we can do is draw a bank so they can deposit that pot of gold, and from there build a new life. It's going to be just titled bank. Nothing too complicated. And they can come here, cash in their pot of gold, and then start a new life. Now what we can do is, let's draw one more thing for this page before it gets too full. And let's draw just a couple happy cookies. That's what we will do. Couple happy cookies, because everybody else on this page has had a lot going on. So this is going to be just a few cookies on a plate, and they're gonna be happy. It's a family of cookies. That's what it's gonna be. Family of cookies. They're happy together. There's one that came out looking a little different from the rest, but that's okay. This one came out square, but it's equally tasty and happy. Happy cookie. And we'll give these cookies a big plate. Big plate. So in case they choose to have more companions, they will have more companions. Let's draw something else. What we can do is draw something of a different topic. Let's choose a topic and we can go from there. So, how about nature? I think we can do nature. And we will draw a row of things from nature before we go tonight. My phone will give in. So before that happens, let's draw some leaves. Some leaves that fell from a tree. And we might not draw the tree, but we can imagine that they fell from a tree. And we can do a little branch from the tree. And then some tiny leaves on that branch. It was a brand new branch when it had just fallen, a very thin branch. Another thing from nature that we can draw. Let's think about it. We can do a very long worm. I saw the other day on my walk, a very long one. It was so long, like 15 centimeters, like 5 inches maybe. I'm not sure if that's accurate. This worm is very happy because it's had a lot to eat and it's grown strong. So it is very satisfied. A satisfied worm. And in fact, it is the king of the worms. It is so large. It is the king of the worms. And let's draw a head for our worm. I mean a house for our worm. And let's do beautiful, happy house. We'll give the house a personality. It's going to be happy and satisfied with life. And it's going to have a big door because a big worm needs a big door. So this door has 2 handles on it. It's big enough for the worm. And we can give the house a traditional roof. Like this. And a window so it can look outside and see what's happening in the neighborhood. And you know what? Let's give a lot of apples to this worm because it needs to continue growing big and large. Big and large. Beautiful worm. I think that's going to be all for tonight. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like if you'd like to continue watching doodling videos. Thank you so much, you guys. Have a good night.